Hello everyone, and this is going to be a quick little video because I don't want to make it too long, and it's never something that I want to talk about. I think a lot of people and a lot of channels out there, what's the way I can say it? I think a lot of channels out there that have a larger influence should do things like do videos like this, but they don't because they think it will make their channel controversial or like not as popular. But I think, in my opinion, anybody who's as popular, for example, as like Ninja, has a responsibility to do this. And I'm going to be talking about bullying, and bullying is one of the most disgusting things I can think of concerning a child. It does so much damage. I don't think a lot of people can actually comprehend if they haven't been through it. Like I went through it for many years, and it got me to the point where I felt like I couldn't actually defend myself against anybody. I just felt like, okay, if a violent or altercation happens, I've got to submit. I can think of a few instances where I was roller skating. Yes, I was roller skating. But I was roller skating, enjoying a time with my friends, and this guy who was like my bully for like 3 years came out of fucking nowhere and just like kicked me right in the stomach out of nowhere, and I was lying down on the ground and I couldn't get my breath because he just timed it perfectly and kicked me like right in the stomach. And there was another time where like the same guy, he held a penknife right up to my brother's eye, like right up to it. And I remember I was standing like 2 feet maybe away so I could see how close it was, and all I remember was like doing nothing. I did nothing. Like my younger brother, who I'm like supposed to protect, I did nothing. I just looked at it happen, and I mean, he could have went further. He could have like cut him, but I did nothing. And I remember one time I was in secondary school. I was actually really popular as being the funny guy. So if I was in the class, I was known as the funny guy. I could make you laugh. I would do silly shit. But like for the other people, people I didn't associate with, who were like arseholes. You know what I mean? You know, like every year's got arseholes, and there was the smoke and like do drugs and like fucking ditch school. All those cunts. I was walking to like the next class. I maybe was going from like biology to English or something, and I was just walking along, and some guy clocked me in the face, just straight punched me in the jaw, shit like that, and it would happen all the time. And I remember at that time when I got punched in the face, I remember thinking nobody will stand up for me, because even though I was popular and I had all these little like niches, like I would speak to them guys, speak to them guys, speak to them guys. I had like maybe 4 close friends, but those 4 close friends I knew like didn't have it in them. They weren't fighters, so if I was to fight back, I knew I'd be like getting beat down by like 16 guys, and this went on for years. I remember I was maybe first or second row from the front of a maths class, and a guy came up behind me and was like maybe like handing a paper over or like finishing the test or whatever, and as he walked past me to hand the test in because the teacher wasn't looking, he punched me in the face again. And this shit went on all the time, like, and it went on for years, and it just made me go from like I was a really funny guy and everybody knew me in that place, to being like completely depressed and like wouldn't talk to anybody, and just like I say, even after I left school, there was a guy that used to come around the street. You know what I mean? Like, you just left school, and I didn't feel like I could stick up for myself. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because I watched this video from GRE, and it just fucking hit me, man. It hit me right to the heart. And if you have never experienced bullying, like, you're lucky. But what it can do to you, like psychologically, is just insane. And the video that I'm talking about is this one. Justin Wren on bullying from Joe Rogan Experience 826. When you listen to this guy talk about bullying, it's like a movie. Like, do you know when you watch a movie about teen drama about high school and you think that doesn't really happen to the degree, the complexity that people are willing to get involved in the bullying? And he talks about how like he actually, there was a girl that he liked, Jennifer, and there was a party at her house, and apparently the dad worked for like Dr. Pepper or something, so it was a costume party for, and he thought it'd be a really good idea to be dressed up as like a Dr. Pepper kind of thing. And it turns out like he does it all, does the whole costume, gets there, and then realizes when he goes through the door that the whole thing was built around the fact that it was to embarrass him. There was no costume party, and hearing it, like hearing him go through that, I don't know how he ever survived. Like, big ups to Justin Wren. Like, it's insane, because it's not random violence. It's not. I mean, this shit is calculated. It breaks my heart, and like, it took me till I was about 18, 19 till I got the next bully in my life, and I broke his nose. I was like, get the fuck out of my face, because I had enough. I just had enough. And I don't condone violence in that way, but some bullies don't respect anything else. There has to become a time where you just have to cave his face in. And I'm saying, like, don't fucking sue me or anything. I'm just saying, if there's a better way to deal with it, deal with it. But some bullies, you just have to pick your moment. And oh man, listen to this story. Listen to this guy's story about what he had to deal with, and the fact that he's still going and he's still like prospering. It's insane. But anyway, if anybody is dealing with bullying, don't give in. School, when you're in school and if being bullied in school, it seems like a big thing at the time, and it is a big thing at the time, but remember, school is such a small part of your life. Like, if you leave at 18, I mean, there's nothing yet, but if you are having such speak to somebody, speak to a teacher. Don't worry about, I know you're going to think, oh, I can't grasp, or like say, don't. Speak to a teacher, speak to your parents, speak to somebody, and they will protect you if they do it right, if they do care. But I just had to say that because I've went through it and listened to this guy's story. I had to. I don't do this often, and you won't see one of these videos for a long time, but it has to. You have to. Do not give in to these arsehole bully pricks. Alright? Wish you could. I honestly wish you could phone me and I'd show up at the school and hang the guy by the wall. Like, listen, you wee bastard, leave this guy alone. You know what I mean? But anyway, I'll see you all next time and take care of yourselves.